please. Morena koutou. Welcome to this week's assembly. We hope everyone enjoyed the long weekend and is ready for a great week ahead. Would the school please stand while the staff come on stage? Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Thank you. Please be seated. Anā mihi nui ki koutou ki tēnei hui, and welcome to this assembly. And as Kenny said, hope you all had a wonderful long weekend, and we are back into it now as we head towards the end of term 2. I do want to talk about things that have gone on at the school recently and the things we've been dealing with. And it isn't normal that I would talk to an assembly about issues that we might face in the playground or around the school. But I'm going to this assembly. I'm not going to do that with the purpose of embarrassing anybody, but there's been a few occasions where we have been dealing with fighting in the school. Quite unusual for our school. I've been here for a period of time and I have not dealt with a lot of that kind of behaviour, but we have just of recent days. And I'm not just talking about one, I am talking about a number. That seems to be ringing a little bit. I don't know if we can address that. That's awesome. So we're dealing with a few, and what I want to talk about is upstanders and bystanders, and I know that's not a new message. I know that we talk about it and we hear about it, about being a bystander and about being an upstander. And what I have witnessed and what I have seen in the last little while is that there are too many bystanders, too many people that stand around, seem to enjoy the show or want to be part of the show. Some people don't want to be part, but they're there and they're not doing anything to address it in any other way. So I want to talk about being an upstander and what that means, because that's a lot more positive. And being an upstander is being a person that is able to, in the worst case, walk away, leave it alone. But an upstander also seeks help. An upstander encourages the right thing. An upstander doesn't encourage the wrong thing. So seeking help and doing the right thing to minimise it, to make things of a lesser nature is what is required and what is necessary. The dangerous side of what we have seen is people that film it. Even more dangerous than filming it is sharing it. It enters the public arena. It enters a whole new sphere that we, you, nobody has control over. And the potential down the line is that videos can be kept and photos can be kept, and they can be used, and they can cause damage, they can cause hurt, and they can cause harm, or the potential for. And so that is why I want to give the message today to be a good upstander, to be that person. And in a minute, I'm going to go back to the beginning of the year and what I said right at the beginning of the year. But I want to go back to being the person that discourages that kind of behaviour. You will always in your life have to deal with conflict. You will always in your life have to deal with maybe hearing the word no, or maybe something that you disagree with, and those things will happen in your life. But fighting or reacting physically is never the way to resolve an issue. There are far better ways of resolving things, of seeking help, of getting clarity around any issues that go on. I need to give the message to everybody. You all need to hear the message, regardless of whether you know what I'm talking about or not. It doesn't matter. I want you to be an upstander, not a bystander. At the beginning of the year, we had our mihi whakatau. And at the mihi whakatau, I talked about the mural, if you'll remember. And at the centre of the mural is the bird. It's the New Zealand falcon. It's called the karearea. And that's the centrepiece. And if you remember, it represents leadership, it represents excellence, and also the courage to aim for something better. And this is what I said at the beginning of the year. Surrounding the falcon are the 5 elements that shape our house system: te rā, te maunga, te ngahere, te awa, te oni. Each one is drawn from the land and the stories of Southland, and each one has its own colour, its own meanings, and its own strengths. We have the sun, we have the mountain, we have the forest, we have the river, and we have the earth. Now, every one of you belongs to one of these houses, so we've seen that. Octathlon Day, we see you come out in your house colours, and other events where you represent your house. You wear your colours and you compete, and you represent, and you show pride in your group. That's important, but the mural shows us it's something big, about something bigger, and that none of these elements can stand alone. That the sun needs the land, the river needs the mountain, the forest needs the earth, and everything works together to create something stronger, something bigger than ourselves, and something that is uniquely ours. And that was the message at the beginning of the year. That is the message today, that this is about being with each other, about standing with each other, about needing each other, and being part of something bigger than just my little world. Okay? I'm going to say full stop there. I'm going to move on to a couple more positive things and hand over to the team. So I know we're going to recognise these during assembly, so just really quickly, thank you for listening. But in closing, I just want to say well done to our ShowQuest team. They took the stage a couple of weeks ago. It was a great evening and a great show. And also part of that show was students who contributed to the wearable arts, or the toy part of that evening. A fantastic evening and very colourful designs. I want to say congratulations to all of you who represented us at the Dunstan Exchange. And we're going to hear about the results of that in assembly. And I want to wish our school choir all the best. Next week they head into the Big Sing competition. So I wish you all the best if you are part of our school choir. Thank you.
Last Tuesday, May 19th, we saw an incredible celebration of participation and school spirit at our annual cross country. We had more than 280 students lace up their shoes to take part in either the 1-lap fun run or the 2-lap competitive race. It was awesome to see so many of you getting involved back in your houses and encouraging each other all the way to the finish line. As you know, this was a house competition, so congratulations to Te Oni for taking this one out. Congratulations to all of our age group champions. Could you please come up to accept your badges presented by Mrs. Ballantyne? Under 13, Henry Lindsay and Maddie Holder. Under 14, John T. Scott and Tilly Norman. Under 16, Brodie Mackerick and Lucy Keane. And over 16, Ollie Gill and Leah Langford. A special congratulations to our overall winners for the day, Brodie Mackerick and Lucy King. CSC sent a large group of people to compete at the Southland Secondary Schools Cross Country Championships in Te Anau. It was a tough course and everyone tried their absolute hardest and represented the school with pride. Well done to Brodie Mackerick for an awesome 4th place finish there. And moving on to the South Island Championships, we had a fantastic group of athletes represent the college at Sandy Point last Sunday. Well done to Tilly Norman, Lucia Boys, and Tate Schwartz for their hard work and strong performances against a very competitive field. Congratulations to Cody Scott, who finished an impressive 5th place, and Brodie Mackerick, who brought home a close-fought 4th place in the under-16 category. Well done to everyone who competed in the South Islands, Southland, and our school cross country.
Over the past 3 weeks, our school has done an amazing job of supporting some incredibly important causes through our Mufti Days. On the 8th of May, we supported the Westpac helicopter appeal. This included a group of riders, including Mr. Wallace, who biked a gruelling 235 kilometres from Queenstown to Invercargill. And together as a school, we raised $1,623. Then on May 15th, we supported 2 other great causes. These were Pink Shirt Day to stand up against bullying, while also raising money for Blood Cancer New Zealand, where a local volunteer fire brigade climbed up the Sky Tower. For this joint effort, we raised together $612. A huge thank you to everyone who contributed to and supported these amazing causes.
CSC's cycling team recently competed at Tiratonga in the Otago Southland Road Championships, delivering a fantastic set of results across both the 20-kilometre road race and the time trial. Hannah Ingram won silver in the under-20 girls, Benson Boys won the under-20 boys, and Lucia Boys claimed the under-16 girls title. Oliver Swees won the under-17 boys, with Fletcher Scott taking bronze, while Noah Swees earned silver in the under-16 boys, and Jonty Scott also secured silver in the under-14 boys. A major highlight of the day was a team time trial, where our riders took the win by less than a second over John McGlashan College and Otago Girls High School. These combined results earned CSC the overall points trophy. Can Miss Harrison please present the trophy, and can Charlie White please come forward to accept it on behalf of our cyclists? Lily Keys has also been competing on the track in Malaysia, where she delivered some outstanding results. She won first place in the scratch race, claiming the under-19 women's title, and also placed 4th in both the omnium and elimination races. These are incredible achievements on the national stage. Congratulations, Lily. Can we please give her a huge round of applause?
On the 10th of May, the trap shooting team competed at the Southland Intercollegiate Shoot Competition in Invercargill. CSC came away with some amazing results, with 6 of the 13 members placed in 1 or 2 events. In the senior single rise, first was Richie Roberts, second was Dougal Fairbairn. Single barrel junior, first Hannah Roberts, third Ashley Martin. Single barrel senior, second Cam Thompson. Points scored, first senior Richie Roberts, highest overall Dougal Fairbairn. Skeet shooting, highest overall Dougal Fairbairn. High gun for the day, senior Richie Roberts. First in the open team, Richie Roberts, Dougal Fairbairn, Axel McDonald, Sam Luton and Oliver Keith. Not only that, but CSC came away with the Jenkins Cup for most points scored overall. This is an amazing achievement from everyone. Can we please give all competitors a round of applause?
Our annual sports exchange against Dunstan High School was held in Alexandra on Wednesday, May 27th. What a fantastic day it was for everyone involved. We were greeted with stunning autumn weather, setting the stage perfectly for an outstanding day of sport. Across every single code and match, the competition was incredibly close and fiercely contested. It was awesome to see the sportsmanship displayed by all of our teams, reflecting the values of CSC. Congratulations to Year 10 Netball, Senior B Netball, Girls Rugby, Girls Basketball, Junior Debating, Chess and Boys Football on their victories on the day. An extended congratulations goes out to the boys football team. Their victory last Wednesday was their first win against Dunstan in many years. It was a hard-fought result and one that will be remembered by the team for a long time. At the conclusion of the exchange, Central Southland College came out on top, winning the entire exchange 7 events to 5. To celebrate this awesome achievement, could the captain of the winning boys football team please come forward to accept the trophy on behalf of everyone who competed, presented by Mr. J. An exchange like this takes a massive amount of organisation and effort. We want to say a huge thank you to all of our coaches, managers and staff members who travelled with us, looked after our teams and gave up their time to make the trip possible. Thank you also to all the supporters who made the journey to cheer us on. This couldn't happen without any of you guys.
I would now like to invite Luke Olsen to come up and talk about his experience at Spirit of Adventure.
Good morning everyone, my name is Luke and I am here today to talk to you about the amazing experience that 4 Central Southland students embarked on with Spirit of Adventure. Archie Officer and Richie Roberts shared a 10-day voyage from early March and Devon Thompson and myself shared a voyage from mid-March. Spirit of Adventure is a rewarding yet challenging experience that puts 40 teenagers from all over the country on a $25 million sailboat, teaching leadership, resilience and teamwork. We learned how to sail, build confidence quickly, stretched our comfort zones often and gave everything we had to get the best results. Some highlights of the trip include the late night music sessions on the deck, the constant laughs and the epic yawns, seeing all kinds of wildlife and actually swimming with dolphins. I enjoyed making a genuine connection with everyone on the boat, including staff. I enjoyed the thrilling activities that we'd partaken in, like cliff jumping and snorkeling, and the funny and enjoyable evening activities like a talent show and karaoke night. Some challenges that I faced were making conversation with random people as I was shy as we first boarded the boat, but as time went on my confidence grew and friendships blossomed. I found the lack of sleep and long days hard on the body, but the pain and fatigue only made me stronger and more resilient. As I reflect on my journey, I see times where I was at the happiest. I formed bonds with strangers that could never be broken in only 10 days. I look back at the diary and the letters and the photos, and I can't help but smile looking back at all the memories that I will be forever grateful for. On that note, I would like to end by thanking Mr. Campbell on the behalf of the 4 of us for giving us this opportunity, and a huge thank you has to be said to Mrs. Harrison for the support and helping us with preparation. It truly went a long way. I strongly recommend the Spirit of Adventure program, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.
Our Showcase team had an amazing time performing at the Civic Theatre in Invercargill for Showcase 2026. Over 60 students were involved, with 51 performing on stage. After 10 weeks of hard work and rehearsals, their show, based on embracing all of our different emotions, came together brilliantly. Our performers, along with the students working on lighting, hair and makeup, all did an incredible job. The routine looked fantastic under the bright lights, and it was awesome to see months of effort come to life in front of a huge audience. The team received several awards on the night, including an Excellence Award for their soundtrack, as well as a special recognition for artwork and technology. It was a huge success, and we are incredibly proud of the whole team. Could Anne Ennett and Tessa Burgess please come up to receive the certificates on behalf of the team, which will be presented by Mr. Dick.
On the 7th of March, Ava Hindrup competed in the annual Motor Tapu race in Arrowtown. She competed in the Miners Trail, where she ran 15 kilometres around Mount Betham. The course contained very rough terrain and over 800 metres of elevation. All of her hard work paid off as she ended up breaking the previous record by 12 minutes, with an overall time of 1 hour and 51 minutes. This is an amazing achievement. Can we please give Ava a round of applause?
On Tuesday next week, the school choir will travel down to the First Church in Invercargill to compete in the annual Big Sing competition. They'll be performing 3 songs which they have spent hours preparing to compete against other schools from around the region. Following this, on next Friday, the Smoke-Free Rock Quest takes place at the Civic Theatre. CSC is well represented this year with 4 bands performing. Both events represent a significant amount of preparation from our students, and audience support is always appreciated. So we encourage any students or staff to make the trip down and support our performers. Best of luck to everyone competing.
Can Anne Enoch and Kelly Sabul please come up and talk about the up-and-coming Culture Day at CSC?
Hello CSC, maayong buntag, Zaan, and welcome everyone. I'm Anne Enoch.
And I'm Kali.
And today we're excited to announce something brand new for CSC.
Our very first Cultural Day.
This event is all about celebrating the many cultures, traditions, and backgrounds that make up our school community.
Cultural Day will be happening on Wednesday, August 12th, and this is just an early notice so everyone can start preparing.
This event will run from the start of lunch through until period 4, right to the end of school day.
We encourage everyone to dress up in their cultural clothing that represents your heritage and identity.
And if you don't have any traditional cultural outfit, that's completely okay. You can wear clothing that you feel represents your culture and who you are.
Throughout the day, there will be cultural food and art stalls, traditional games where house points will be given out, and performances.
Selected students from each house will compete in cultural activities for house points, while the rest of the school will watch the cultural and traditional dances in the gym during period 4. More details will be shared closer to the event, as some things may still change.
We can't wait to celebrate with all of you.
Salamat!
谢谢大家.
Thank you, CSC!
Our Wearable Arts class has 6 different garments selected for the Toy Wearable Arts competition held on the 22nd of May at the Civic Theatre. These students had to follow a brief and come up with a creative way to repurpose different materials. Congratulations to Keith O'Reilly, who got a special mention for her outstanding stage presence. A huge congratulations to all of the students whose garments were selected to be a part of the showcase. Can Ms. Sutherland please present the following students on behalf of their groups with certificates and badges? Isla Anderson, Emma Phillips, Jay Bazangat, Lexine Kalita, Emily Newell, and Leo Fairhurst.
We will now watch a short video about the 40-hour famine. Then I would like to invite Stephanie Ray up on behalf of the SBA to tell us more on how to get involved.
A child is a treasure. The land is also a treasure. And Solomon Islands both are facing growing challenges.
Where does your food come from?
A fruit at home, a shop down the road. For a lot of children in Solomon Islands, it's not like that.
And coastal villages across the Pacific, there are tiny supermarkets.
Across Solomon Islands, most families rely on their gardens and fishing for everything they eat. When that food isn't enough or lacks nutrients, children miss out on what they need to grow healthy and strong. And climate change is making this harder.
The changing weather patterns, it's really affecting us.
Sea levels are rising, which means gardens flood more often, crops are harder to grow, and seafood is harder to count on.
We were talking to a dad who said if fish are getting further and further away, and this has a really negative impact on the community that relies on fish to eat but also to sell at the market nearby.
1 in 6 children in the Pacific region live in severe child food poverty.
That's a lot of kids going without enough nutritious food.
But this is where you come in.
Because the community should always look out for each other. Through the World Vision 40-Hour Challenge and the funds you raise, families can get tools, training and seeds to grow more reliable crops that can handle changing weather. This will ensure children grow up healthy and strong. Over one weekend in June,
The challenge ended to get completely offline for 40 hours.
There can be 40 hours without your phone, gaming, social media, even electricity.
and the money you raise will help children in Solomon Islands have enough food for a better tomorrow.
A 40-hour sacrifice for you
Will make a lifelong difference for children in Solomon Islands. Sign up now and start your fundraising. This is our moment.
This is our time.
Our 40, our 40, our 40,
Our 40.
their future. Join the World Vision 40-Hour Challenge. It's home to Maxi. Let's protect what matters.
Hi, my name is Stephanie, and the video you just watched is about the SVA's next agenda. We, as the Student Volunteer Army, want to encourage all of you to help the people of the Solomon Islands. These people are suffering greatly, plagued with the products of climate change, but their suffering does not have to go unheard. We, as a community, can offer relief. By joining the 40-hour famine, no matter how small the contribution may be, you can personally feel a sense of pride in knowing you're helping save lives. The challenge for this year is to go for 40 hours completely offline, though it is not restricted to just that. If you are interested in learning more, you can email us or attend the meeting at B12 next week at lunchtime. Thank you.
In March, Philip Irwin competed in the Southland School Swimming Champs. He made the 15 to 18-year-old 50-metre backstroke, breaststroke and freestyle finals, placing well in all of these. Could you please come forward to accept your ribbons presented by Miss Lindsay? That concludes this week's assembly. If you are attending the Central Cup tomorrow, please stay behind, and everyone else remain seated until your dean's dismissal. Pai te rā, enjoy the rest of your day.